What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of the Driving Professor. For those of you who are actually new to the channel, I'm your host, as always, Rashid White. All right, let's get into it. You guys see the title, you see the thumbnail there. There was a MARTA bus operator who was actually killed in Atlanta, in the Decatur section over there, I guess. And it was supposedly over a $2.50 fare, but it's not just a fare. It's more than that. All right, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna dive into it. Let's get into the news clips over here, and I think I have the actual argument that actually happened between the three individuals, the teenagers there, and let's see over here.
The bus fare. Channel 2 investigative reporter Ashley Lincoln is live. And Ashley, you spoke with the union and former drivers who say there's a major concern for safety tonight.
A lot of concern when we're talking about safety. However, MARTA says it has a strict de-escalation policy in place to prevent situations like this. And while some say that's true, those who operate these buses say more needs to be done to protect.
All right, so y'all actually heard what the reporter just said there, man. The agency has a de-escalation policy in terms of not challenging the fare. All right, so as people are new to this channel, I do drive a bus in New York City, and this actually happened so many times where people want to get on the bus, they don't want to pay, they say, yo, can I get a ride? I'm like, hey, no problem at all. And it's the same thing with the MTA in New York City, right? They do not want us challenging the fare, right? And you got to look at the actual people that really kind of come on your bus, man. And I don't want to be like discriminative or anything like that, man. But if it's some like homeless, like drunk looking, like crazy looking guy, don't even say anything. Now there's policies, I believe, in terms of stating the fare to say, hey, the fare is $2 or the fare is actually $2.50. But sometimes really that can actually drive people into a rage too. All right. So I guess there's people on the bus that are actually listening to this, and they may feel embarrassed. And another thing over here, man. Oh, let me just finish the video. Let's get into this.
Drivers. It was 8 rounds of gunfire, ending a bus fare dispute at this downtown Decatur MARTA station that left MARTA driver Leroy Romos dead.
Let's just be clear about that. This is what this is about. $2.50.
A witness recorded cell phone video that shows Ramos getting into an argument with 3 teenagers who refused to pay the bus fare. One teen.
All right, so one of the teenagers actually spat on the actual bus operator over here. All right, so this is why he actually really got out of the bus, really, to actually go and confront these teens, right? But never, ever, ever let it get there, man. A lot of these teenagers, man, and I gotta say it, I see it like when I drive the bus. I see these parents, man, they look at their children, well, let's say the mothers, I should say, as if they were mistakes. I hear it, man. Sit the f down, stupid. Sit the F down, stupid. Call them stupid, cursing at them. Say, hey, even me, my mother to this day, right? Even when I was a little kid, I don't remember ever telling her, hey, she loves me, right? She doesn't, she never told me that, So, do not argue with these, especially if they're teenagers. Who cares, man? Call the police. If it's really that serious. But again, they don't want you even doing that. They already have, like, I guess, law enforcement teams to really go out there and tackle that type of stuff right there.
Threatened to spit on Ramos, while another MARTA employee is seen holding him back before the teen in the red hoodie pulls a gun out and appears to shoot Ramos several times.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, man. You never know how far people are willing to take things, man. And I think if Ramos, I think this is the bus operator's name. If I'm mispronouncing that, I do apologize about that. But I think if he just walked away, everything would have been good. He would still be alive today.
MARTA told me it has a strict stance on de-escalation and all operators are trained to not respond beyond their scope of their position as bus and transit operators to protect operators and passengers. But for more than 2 years, the union and drivers have voiced concerns about safety.
I'm going to shoot you, bro. The person threatened to kill me. He had a gun. He showed it to me. My life is flashing before my eyes at this point.
LeBaron Morgan was not only fired, but MARTA filed charges against him after he says he responded in self-defense during a 2021 incident when an unruly passenger pointed a gun at him. John Harrison told me he was also fired and charged for defending himself against an aggressive transit rider.
I wasn't trying to knock the fella off the platform. I was just defending myself.
And former bus driver Yolanda Martin says
I don't know. In that one, it looked like he chased the guy down. Let me see. The guy was walking away. Let's see something here. Let me try to go back into this.
Fired and charged for defending himself against an.
Yeah, see, right now he chases the guy down. And I know, man, listen, your ego and everything, I get it, man. This guy just knocked you down to the ground, but, you know, you got to just go ahead and call the police and let the law actually deal with this, man, because now if a train would have ran this kid over here, man, I can imagine what the DA will be saying right now.
Transit rider.
I wasn't trying to knock the fella off the platform. I was just defending myself.
And former bus driver Yolanda Martin says she retired early because driving just wasn't safe.
When those concerns fall on deaf ears, that's a red flag.
And MARTA told us also that this year they do plan to extend their crime center in an effort to better patrol and prevent this type of crime from happening. In the meantime, 2 teens, both of those teens in that situation, charged as adults. Police are still at.
All right, so we know that they actually got the third one over there, man. He turned himself in, but I think this over here, the union has something to say about it. Let me see. Do I actually? Hold on. Yeah, here we go. Right here. This is what the union actually has to say. They want more changes, and again, you got to really kind of treat these people. And this is what I do to try to survive out there. I mean, I work in like one of the worst areas probably in the country in terms of like just crimes, and I treat these people like they were my best friends, man. Really. And I don't treat them like garbage. Life has already been bad to them already, man. You like I said before, you can ride these buses in the worst neighborhoods, and you'll see mothers just cursing out their kids and just calling them stupid, calling them dumb. You ain't gonna be this, you ain't gonna be that. All right, so the union calls for changes after MARTA bus drivers is actually killed.
For a killer, the transit union representing MARTA drivers is pushing for safety changes after a MARTA bus driver was shot and killed.
Atlanta News First, Yasmina Alston is live at the Decatur MARTA station. Yasmina, you've been speaking to union officials there. What do they want to see happen?
Yeah, and there are several changes. The union wants to better protect MARTA bus drivers both on the bus and off the bus. And they tell us they plan to take those concerns to the MARTA board this week.
Tragedy that he came to work and didn't make it home.
And now the push for changes to protect bus drivers on the job after Leroy Ramos was shot and killed during a dispute on the sidewalk over a $2.50 fare at the Decatur station. It's tragedies like this that keep the...
Yeah, like I said, this is unfortunate over here, man. But listen, man, you guys gotta stop arguing over fare when it comes to this. They tell you, when it comes to training, not to say anything. I mean, I know when I got to the MTA where I work at, I mean, they specifically told us, do not challenge the fare at all. Don't argue with these people at all. It's just a no-win situation. You're going to lose. And again, you don't know how far people are willing to actually take it. Again, these are teenagers over here, right? Teenagers. And I mean, I'm not going to haggle 15, 16-year-olds about, a $2.50 fare. I just let it go, man. And for the most part, I mean, nothing really happens out there to me or anything like that, man. I mean, I get along with these people. You just gotta, like I said, I'll keep harping over this. Just try to treat these people like they're your best friends. Don't look down on them, right? Society, well, I should say their parents is actually life has been hard for them as it is, man. So and it's not going to reflect your paycheck, right? You're still going to get paid, right? If they don't pay the fare, you know, a lot of these transit agencies are like basically like taxpayer like funded, you know. So a lot of taxes goes into this stuff. Like you have like some of your cell phone bills goes into like maintaining transit and stuff like that, and registration fees. So listen, you're going to actually get your money. So you know, just let your ego go, man. Let your pride go, and do not let it really get to this at all, right? You know, I mean, God forbid he actually. Yeah, I don't want to even say anymore, man, because I know how people's gonna react. They're gonna be thinking like, "Yo, you siding with the actual criminals and everything," and it's not the it's not the case. I'm really just actually siding with logic. All right. So I will wrap this video up. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. Certainly share the video. When you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace.